Welcome to Car Talk and Other Things, Week 6. Today we're going to be talking mostly about LS engines and the recent engine change.
Well, we haven't told them about it on here yet. We have
Well,
not
not on
told
here.
them it. We told
if-
on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
watch our YouTube, or if you want to, we posted a video.
Wait.
We posted a video.
We're
This week.
going to go neutral with this just for a second.
We don't have any viewers, but
Yes. We're going to go neutral just for a second. And then we'll go right back into it. Because it's 9 o'clock. Where the hell is everybody?
It's all right. They'll catch up.
All right. Screw it. Well, anyway.
They'll catch up. Anyway, we're going to be talking about, we recently did if you watch our YouTube video,
Oh, now we're up to 3. Okay. Everybody's here now.
there's a delay. I keep telling you there's a delay.
Yes, there is a delay. Sorry, I keep forgetting that. Okay.
Anyway, we posted a video earlier this week talking about the LS engine that Big D wants to go with now
Yes.
in his El Camino.
Yes. So what I decided during the week, during this week, is I just decided I'm not going to build the 350 anymore. Yes, I've ordered parts for it, but those parts can easily be removed. No, returned to Summit Racing and to Outlaw Motorsports and exchange them for other things.
Yeah.
So what I am doing now is we're going ahead and going to the LS swap.
Which I can bring up the page here.
Yes, let Liam pull up the page.
We're probably going to be going with the LM4.
Yeah, the LM4, which is the 5.3 LS version of
Here.
the truck motor.
This level. Hold on.
Yeah,
Oops. Oh,
yeah, you're just trying to zoom in on it a
I'm
little
zooming
bit.
in, but the page went wonky.
Okay, now you
LM4.
can see it better. Yeah, the LM4, which came in the 2003 to 2004s. There is, yeah,
This horsepower rating doesn't look very much, but it can be
Yes.
pushed way beyond that with boost.
exactly. The 5.3s are pretty much your most common for your swaps because they're the cheapest.
Or if we can find an L59, it's pretty much the same thing,
Yes.
but it's a E85 capable
Well,
with the stock fuel system.
oh,
So, but you're
well, I don't know yet. We'll think about that one.
either one will work fine.
More than likely, yeah, we're going to LM4. If I can find an LQ4 for a good price, which is the 6.0, you already went way past it. It was right under where we just were.
Oh, LQ4, LQ9.
Yeah. The LQ4 is the 6.0. They're a little bit.
Yeah.
It's basically it's the same block. It's just a different.
It's bored out.
Yeah, it's a bore size basically. But they're going to be the more popular, of course.
A little harder to find, a little more expensive.
Well,
you
they're
know.
not hard to find. It's just they're more expensive. People
But
want
they're
lots of money for them.
They're higher in demand, so people snatch them up quick.
Exactly.
Um,
Now, the holy grail
oh, here we
in
go.
this situation,
That's a whole other.
when it comes to the LS motors,
I'll find it here.
especially the truck ones for the swaps,
There's no way to find.
there is a such
Here.
thing as the holy grail, and there it is.
The LY6,
Yes, the LY6 that
which
came
is
from...
the newer generation,
Yes.
6-liter. It has LS3
Yeah, it's
heads.
LS3 heads, stock,
iron block,
iron block. It's got some other internal goodies mixed in it.
cathedral heads.
Yeah.
already on the block. Everything like that.
Yeah, they are the holy grail when it comes to these types of swaps.
What people do with them is they bore them out a little, put LS3 pistons and rods in them, and you pretty much got an iron LS3 instead of aluminum LS3, as the way LS3s really are.
Yeah, they are wicked. They are holy grail because they are hard to find. And when you do find one, expect to pay out the ass for it, even with it being used.
$2,000.
Easy.
Easy.
Yeah. Easy.
While the
where the 5.3 motor
is like $500.
Yeah, they're like $500-600. They come literally complete with everything: your accessories, accessory drives, your wiring harness,
pretty much
even your computer.
Now, bolt them in, wire them up, turn the key, you're good to go.
Yeah, if you're going that route.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just going with a bone stock, just wanting to do, get rid of your old motor and put the stock one in there.
Initially, we can do that. But since you want to go turbo,
yes,
and want to get it in there as a turbo.
Yes, it's a turbo car. It's a turbo motor.
Turbo cam. It's not going to run right if we run it without the turbo.
Yes,
it will run. It just won't.
It won't be right. What we have found out is over this past week from doing all the research that we did,
and we always do.
The LS motors come factory with overlapping cams in them, and because of that, when you are trying to do a forced induction situation with them, such as a supercharger or a turbo or a blower, well, blowers and superchargers are the same thing, just two different names.
Yeah.
But yeah,
depending on style.
When you're going that route, you can't have an overlapping cam. If you're not familiar with overlapping cam, what overlapping is when your intake valve and your exhaust valve are slightly open together at the same time.
Yeah.
And because of that, your car will not build proper boost.
Yeah, it's pretty much causing a boost leak.
Yeah, you're causing boost leak. So when you are wanting to go with a forced induction setup with a LS style motor or LS based motor, or however you want to phrase it,
you need a cam like this.
Yes, just like this. This is the exact cam we are going to be running in our 5.3.
It's like we planned that and rehearsed that. That was like a nice smooth transition.
Yes, it came
even
out
though
perfect.
I just fucked up the transition by mentioning that.
Yes,
anyway.
but it worked. It just
we need to do that more.
So yes, okay. So this is the exact cam we will be running. As you can see, if Liam can zoom in on the specifications up here on the top, it's a Stage 2 LS Turbo Cam. I'm trying to see what the description is saying.
All the information is pretty much down here.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's better. Nobody's asked any questions yet today? Okay.
We're good.
We're trying to look over occasionally at the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a hydraulic roller tappet. Best RPM range for this particular cam is 3,000 to 7,000, which really is kind of
cool
in our range because we're going to be launching the car at $3,000 off the line. So that's actually going to work great.
And you're going with little smaller turbos. Did you figure out which size you're going with yet?
That I have not.
Like high 60s?
We can actually kind of do that.
Mid to high 60s. We can do a little research.
We'll do a little research while we're on here. You know, hey.
We'll probably find something in the upper 60s. Mid to upper 60s.
Upper 60s, maybe 73s instead of 77s.
Okay.
Just slightly smaller, not a lot.
I was thinking like 6.8 or 68 millimeter or something around that area.
A 68 to 73 would probably be the most ideal.
Yeah.
Okay. So the power range is good. The intake duration is 226. Exhaust duration is 230. So the exhaust duration obviously is going to be higher than the intake duration
Yeah.
because the exhaust needs to be open longer than the intake because the exhaust is what powers the turbos.
Yeah. So you want that.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
You want all the pressure to go out the exhaust.
Yes. So the duration, what duration means is how long the cam keeps that valve open.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So the exhaust valve, of course, has a higher number if Liam's putting the cursor on it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the 230. It's going to be a higher number than your duration on your intake manifold side, where your boost and all that's actually coming into the motor.
Yeah.
The lift on the advertised intake duration, advertised exhaust duration. We already covered that. Okay, intake valve lift is 600. So the intake has a larger lift, which means that's where you're counteracting stuff. So you got your exhaust valve staying open longer to feed the turbo.
Yeah.
But on the lift side, okay, on the valves how far they actually open into the cylinder, okay, your intake is actually opening more than the exhaust intake is.
Because to allow boost.
Because the air and fuel mixture needs to rush in.
Yeah.
So, science.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 600 on the exhaust or 600 on the lift, excuse me, and a 575 lift on the exhaust side, which you'll hear it. It's not going to be a freaking thump. It's not going to be a thump in your chest, freaking take your breath away, freaking cam,
Yeah.
but you'll still hear it.
Yeah.
We don't want to go too big of a cam because we're running, stock bottom end. So
Yeah.
now if I was building the motor and putting like bigger pistons and shit like that in it, like I was gonna do with the 350, then yeah, I would probably go with a bigger lift and shit than what we're going with now, but we are not.
So we're gonna have to eliminate. If the engine has VBT, we have to eliminate that for this
I
case.
don't know we might be able to show this on the camera because I don't know if you can see it on Summit's website. They do have a tech tip here in the Summit catalog in the LS section that will actually show you the different styles of intake ports on your different LS motors.
Either square or cathedral head.
Yeah, either square or cathedral head, and it will tell you what motors came with them.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Which is
But
pretty. Yeah.
I don't know it. Let me
Yeah,
see.
you can try.
We'll see if you guys can see that right there.
Give it a second. It might zoom.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, it was just starting to focus, and then you twitched again. Move it. There you go.
I was trying to get a better grip on it. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, that's your guide, and then if you look real close, you can even pause this if you're watching it as a video on YouTube once it's transferred over. It'll tell you the LS1, LS2, LS6 are cathedral port, your LS3s and L92s are rectangular ports, and on the bottom, I believe that says, let it focus real quick. that say LS7?
Yeah, LS7 is
Yeah,
is a square,
that-
rectangular square port.
Yeah.
So
So that kind of gives you a little bit of a guide there. So when you're looking at your LS motors, you kind of know what style heads and stuff you're running on.
yeah, even though LY6 should be the cathedral port.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah,
Yes.
they left a few out of there.
Yes, they did.
So
Okay.
they left all of these out of there.
We discussed the cam. Now let's show them the intake manifold that we will be running. Well, let's show them first why we will be running. Can we pull up pictures on the internet of the particular motor, the what was it? The
LY.
the LY
Or
something.
Yeah, or
The,
LM4.
the LM4.
Let me get that back up.
If we can pull up a picture of an LM4 itself.
Or like a picture.
Yeah, so they can see why we will be changing the intake manifold.
Oh, that's
Nope, that is not it.
engine. Right there.
Yeah, engine. There we go.
There we go.
Trying to get one that gives us a good picture of the shitty ass truck intake manifold.
That's pretty much it right there.
Yeah, right there. There you go. Okay, let's see. Can
Try
you,
to get the mic position
can
right.
you
We keep
z-
leaning into it and
can
stuff.
you zoom up just a zoom it just zoom and boom boom. It just shake your rump. Okay, anyway.
No, it's not.
Okay. Anyway,
It auto.
that is your factory truck intake manifold. They're bulky, they're ugly, and they're drive-by wire. We do not want drive-by wire. We want drive-by cable. So, that intake we will not be running, but that is also kind of a glimpse of basically what motor we're going to be running in the car now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know that whole entire motor looks aluminum, but trust me, the lower block is not.
Well, the only part you see of the actual cast iron is like right in the
Yeah, and the paint's faded on it, so it kind of gives that aluminum look, but it's not. That
Yeah.
is cast iron with aluminum heads, aluminum water pump, and all that nifty good stuff.
Pretty much what it looks like with the cover on it.
Yeah, with the Vortec cover on top of it and all the accessories
Like,
on
you
the
pop-
front.
You pop that off, it'll look
Yes.
like what we showed you.
So that picture Liam's got up right now, that's basically your stock factory, promotional.
That's a GM picture.
Yeah, a GM picture, but basically take that motor and picture it used with some dirt and grime on it, and that's basically how it's going to look when we get it. Alucard's making his on-screen appearance for the day. Okay, so yeah, we'll have all the accessories, that plastic cover over the top, all of that, but it will just be filthy. Of course,
Yeah.
we're going to be taking it apart and cleaning it up.
Yeah.
There'll be a freaking wiring harness and computer laying on top of it, of course. Because basically, we get them from the salvage yard, it will be literally a yanking in.
Yeah.
They literally yank them out of the
We
vehicle.
might have to yank it ourselves.
No, the places I'm going to, they do it all.
Okay, that's cool.
So,
Cool.
yeah,
So what intake you want to run?
the intake we will be running
Just bring me the part number again.
is SUM
Still,
dash 226122.
Magic.
Boom.
Nice.
That will
And
be.
this comes with runner, fuel rails and everything?
I can get it with the fuel rails and everything, but it's more costly that way.
That's not bad though.
So yeah, there's several different pictures
but you can use
underneath
stock.
it.
You can use stock fuel rails with it.
Yes,
Oh wow.
if I want to. I think I'm not sure.
That should be fine. They can hold as long as you change the injectors. They should hold.
Oh, I have to change the injectors.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure because turbo. There it is in its version with the throttle body and
Right down here.
yeah, the chrome one. Right there.
That's with the throttle body in.
Yeah, that's it.
That's not too bad.
Yeah,
And it's
but I'm wanting to run the Holley EFI throttle body though because of we're going to be using a Holley EFI on the car.
you can probably custom order it without the throttle body.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Just
But
call
see,
Summit. They probably have an option.
With all the different pictures you're seeing there, you can see if you order this one, it comes with your fuel rails and all your hardware
Yeah,
and your bolts and everything.
that's pretty cool.
it
That's
comes-
pretty cheap too.
Yeah, it comes with your throttle body. The throttle body on this particular intake and the throttle body we're going to be running is a 102 millimeter throttle body.
Wow.
So, yeah,
It's gonna suck
yes. Yes.
in a good way.
Yeah. So, that's the intake manifold that we will be running. It's similar to a Holley intake. Holley makes something similar to this intake manifold, but it's much more expensive, and this is a Summit knockoff.
Yeah, which is
And there's
just fine
yes, there is nothing wrong with running Summit parts.
because they guarantee the part. If it breaks anything, they'll replace anything it breaks.
Yes, and on top of that, I've never had any problems with Summit parts, and I've been running Summit parts in my rebuild motors and stuff for years. There ain't nothing wrong with them. Trying to think here. Is there anything else in this catalog that we need?
We're gonna stock. We're not even gonna change the bottom end, except for the rings, right?
Oh yeah, what we're doing in the bottom end of the motor, since it is going to be a salvage yard, junkyard motor, we'll be taking it apart, changing all the lower end bearings, the rod bearings, and the main bearings.
Seals.
Yeah, some of the seals and gaskets. Gonna change the rings to a stronger than stock ring and then gap them to turbo specs. And that's basically all we're gonna do to the motor.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
we're
about
gonna
What about the oil pan and everything like that for fit?
the oil pan has to be changed because of a G body.
Have you found the right one?
They make a conversion kit for
Ooh.
G bodies
Ooh.
that come with motor mounts and stuff. So I just got to look those up. I have not done that yet. I know that they make them. I just have
So
not.
oil pan and mounts.
Yeah, it comes like oil pan mounts and maybe hardware. I'm not real sure what all it would come with,
Okay.
but yeah, they do
Because
make
it's totally different oiling system and everything like that. So I don't know if it.
Well, it's all the same oiling system.
We got to run our own oil lines for the turbos, but
Well, yeah, but the oil pans are interchangeable. You don't have to change. You have to change the pickup, but the pans, no matter what size you go with, they don't interfere with the internals.
okay. That's
Front sump, rear sump,
Yeah.
yeah. However, when we, like Liam was just saying, when we do get the proper oil pan, it will have to be drilled on each side and have, I believe, -10 AN fitting bungs
Yeah.
welded into each side for oil drains.
Yeah. For the turbos.
Yeah, for the turbos.
And just
Yeah, they're -10s, I believe.
yeah, -10 will work fine.
Yeah,
You can do whatever you want, but
but -10's like what? Like that?
that's pretty damn big.
Yeah.
Oops. I did that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. So, yeah, -10 seems to be the norm, so that's probably what we'll run for drain. I don't know if they use -10 for feed too, or if it's only on the drain side to help the oil drain quicker. I'm not real sure. Got to do some research there.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like like we said earlier in the video, in the stream, we are going to probably be downsizing just slightly with the turbos. 77s on basically an all stock LS motor. It can push them,
Yeah,
but the turbo lag and spool time would be a little redonkulous.
yeah. We want to spool up a little faster for some streetability.
Yeah, I don't want turbo lag.
If we're going straight drag, we wouldn't care.
Well, straight drag too. You still want it to boost quickly because you don't want to be accused of burning the dude down beside you because they're waiting on your car to come up on boost.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't
So
want
some
that.
drag cars are not made to be running for long periods of time.
Yes, they're not.
They heat up quickly.
Some of them don't even run radiators in them. It's
Yeah.
literally straight drag race. I'm running a quarter mile and shutting my car off.
Yeah.
I run alcohol to help keep
Most-
my motor cool.
Yeah, most imports run radiators that are half the size of stock ones.
Yeah, they like
Yeah, they
go way down.
so they can fit a gigantic turbo in there.
Yeah.
So
But
That's,
yeah,
uh,
we'll still be getting same amounts of boost pressure and stuff. It's just going slightly smaller so that they come up quicker. Liam can pull some different ones up if he wants on Amazon. We were going 77s. You can look up 68s and 73s and see what we got.
Once
Yes,
again,
yes, guys. Remember, with this build, the only internet parts we are using is Amazon. Only because I'm sorry, we have done our research and followed lots and lots of people on YouTube, and Amazon and eBay turbos have been proven over and over and over and over again.
as long as you go with the more popular ones.
Yes.
Some of the really cheap ones are still out there.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful.
Like that one down there for $139. Yeah.
That's only just one side.
That's just the
And they got some
compressor
they got some
set.
expensive ones in here too.
well, yeah.
There's-
Okay, that's
these are all
a
75s. Here's a 68,
okay, we got
72,
it.
68. See, this is like
Okay, 7268.
that's what you're pretty much going with before, wasn't it?
No, I was going 77s.
So 72.
A 7268 is probably where I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anti-surge. B-band.
Yep, anti-surge.
275. Sound about right?
Yeah.
That's not bad right there.
Why does it look like it? Oh, that's not a thing. That's a air bung of some kind. Why has it got an air bung in the side of it?
Oh,
None of the other turbos had that, did they?
I don't know.
Anyway, okay, so
That's
wait,
not
wait,
bad.
wait. Go back to the exhaust. The exhaust outtake. Yep, that.
No, the flanges might be a little off.
Why is that flange shaped like that and designed for a V-band? Normally they're a plate style on the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a V-band version.
You know what? I wonder if that version actually works better though.
Probably. V-bands are not bad.
Well,
It said it's rated to 600 to 700 horsepower.
does it say who the turbo is made by? It has a 5-star rating, so
Like three customers.
TX72 turbo.
Doesn't have very many reviews, so we'll shop a little
Well,
bit more.
well,
But that's
yeah.
not the same.
Well,
That's
yeah.
not what we're looking for.
Yeah, we're gonna keep looking around. We do got to make sure that it has a T4 mounting flange,
Yeah.
which is, if Liam can highlight it on that one,
It's right there.
that's your mounting flange. We do got to make sure it's a T4.
to fit
so-
to fit the head.
Well, to fit the headers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Headers, not heads.
Yeah, headers.
My brain didn't properly function right there.
Yeah. So there'll be two of them nice, pretty big boys sitting under there.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
look, there's a
something
Miata
similar.
right. There's a Miata right up above that.
Yeah, that's my car.
Oh,
So
you put it up there? No. Yeah.
Yeah, I can filter by my car if I want to.
Oh.
It's already pre-programmed.
So that is your exact car. Like you took a picture of it and put it.
No.
No.
That's
Oh.
somewhere.
Oh, okay. Okay. Still no
And
questions today. Wow.
That's cool.
People are not liking us today. Anyway.
We'll get views on YouTube always. So
Well, it's all good. But
that's pretty much.
so
anything else?
so we're switching to the LS. Now I did place an order.
Oh, I need to order shit.
I was
I've been totally-
going to ask you about that. Did you place your order yet?
I need to place my order. We need to do
Okay,
that.
I placed my order yesterday. Hopefully it will come in today because Summit's pretty damn good about that. What I ordered from them was a harmonic balancer and some spray paint. And wasn't there something else? Or was that it?
Did you get a bolt
Harmonic?
kit?
No, don't need bolts. Got them all. Just need to clean them up. Trying to think. I pretty much got everything that we need to put the 350 back together.
Yeah, and we'll start doing that probably this week.
Yeah, we're going to start doing that this week, and it's going to be done in.
We're waiting for my parts to get in.
Yeah.
So as soon as my parts get in, we'll
start
we'll switch
back and forth.
We'll start recording that and getting it. We'll
Yes.
pick a day. We start early, probably on a Friday or Saturday, something like that. Because it might take us 2 days.
On what?
On
Yours?
my total.
Oh yeah, on
cool,
yours, yes.
On my total cool revamp.
Now
It's probably gonna take a couple days for us to record that, and then we'll start releasing the videos after that.
Yes.
Every once in a while.
yes,
We'll probably skip
we're-
a few days.
And we're probably going to do the same thing with the 350 rebuild.
Yeah.
It's not going to be covered all in one day. Well, we might record it
all in one
as
day.
much as we can in one day
1 or 2 days,
because
yeah.
paint has to dry and shit like that. But it will be broke up into 20 to 30 minute segments with their
Yeah.
own separate intros and outros.
Highly edited. I'm gonna start working on new intros and outros.
Yes.
I'm gonna start,
But-
making the channel look.
But these videos,
Nice.
the reason why we're covering the whole entire build, the whole entire build was, like I said, in the beginning of the channel, I would show you guys in detail how to rebuild a motor. Setting your rings, setting your timing, all that stuff. And that's what I'm going to do with this build. But they will be broke up into 20 to 30 minute segment videos.
Yeah.
So that way we can just keep posting them and, spread them out, shit like that. And you guys will literally get in detail of how to rebuild a 350. We're putting the
And
350 back together.
And eventually we'll break into an LS too, but
Well, yes, the LS is going to be slightly different, and we will be breaking it completely down because of honing and rings and shit like
Yeah.
that. So we're LS noobs, so you guys are going to have to take that journey right along with us. So
pretty much the only difference is the oiling system and the position of different bolts and stuff
yeah,
like that.
from what I've been told,
Same-
it's same concept.
Yeah.
You
Just the bolts are different, pretty much, and the angles of the
know,
block,
and
where
there's
the
more bolts.
and like I said, where the oiling system
Yeah.
works.
Instead of the mains being 4-bolt main and LS motors, they're 6. So
Well, four and two.
well, yeah,
They call them 4 and 2.
yeah, you got your traditional 4 coming in from the top, and then you got 2 more that come in from the sides.
Yeah, it's not really. It's really a 4-bolt main with two lock-ins.
Basically,
side.
yeah.
But they call them they just make it easier. They call them 6-bolt mains because technically 6 bolts do go into the main seal. Do go into the main.
It makes
caps.
them more beefy and stouter, you know.
Yeah, that's why you can put 2 turbos
Yeah.
on a 5.3 and make over 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah. So now you got guys kind of know the plan there. Now, if you guys are curious, wanting to know, okay, since he's doing the motor swap, is he still running the same transmission, or is he going to go with a L, whatever the fuck the damn automatic transmissions are that come behind him? We're sticking with what we got.
Yeah.
They work. Excuse me.
They're just as strong, if not stronger.
Yeah, they work behind the LS motors with an adapter kit.
Yeah.
It's an adapter plate, and there's a like pilot bearing shim type thing that goes into the back of the crank for the transmission snout.
And
Um,
are you gonna you're gonna upgrade the transmission to a 400 or?
I might be possibly switching from the Turbo 350 that we currently have to possibly a Turbo 400 transmission.
Because if we do that, we won't have to change transmission crossmember or anything, will we?
I think the crossmember has to slide back some because the 400s are slightly longer.
Oh, okay.
So the drive shaft does have to be changed and or shortened. And the yoke has to be changed on the end of the drive shaft.
Yeah, I figured that.
Only reasoning why thinking about the 400 is the actual exterior case itself is stronger on the 400s than they are on the Turbo 350s.
Yeah.
They both can handle good power though.
Yeah.
So
and if you put a little money into them, they're even stronger.
yeah, and the 400 actually is an overdrive transmission, which for some of the things we're going to be doing, like
Is needed.
Rocky Mountain
Yeah, an
streetcar takeover.
overdrive is needed.
Yes, because there will be like trips for some of the events that we're going to be doing. There's trips involved where we actually have to physically drive the cars
Yeah.
on the road
Pulling
and
the trailer.
then race them on the drag strip and then take them back out on the road and continue driving them.
Yeah.
And there's checkpoints, and it goes from state to state, and it's a long thing, and it goes on for a whole entire week. And basically, you have to pull a small little trailer behind you, kind of like the old small enclosed U-Haul trailers,
Yeah.
and you carry your essentials, like your drag tires, a jack, some electric impacts, some hand tools,
Spare parts. The
parts,
ones that go out
yeah,
quickly.
stuff like that, stuff that you know from thinking and planning for months in advance that you know you're going to need for a road trip in this particular vehicle. Okay, and then yeah, so you'll have a set of street tires that you're going to run on it for the traveling parts, and then when you get to the drag strip, you got to be able to take your street tires off, switch to your slicks, change your tune, hit the drag strip, run crazy amount of times trying to win the big award, because there is a trophy at the end of it if you can win the whole thing.
Yeah. And a little cash.
Yeah, basically what they do with the drag racing part, they calculate
Your average.
together your average throughout the whole entire event. And yeah, there's different classes. There's fastest manual. There's
Yeah. Running automatic, you're going to be in I don't know what class you'll be in.
yes, this is true, but those are the things that we're going to be doing, as we've spoken about before. You know, Rocky Mountain Race Week. You got Cletus in Cars, Drag Week, Texas Mile, Pikes Peak, and I'm sure I can keep coming up with so many more, but I'm half still asleep, tired things right now.
Yeah.
So
But things similar to that, sure.
yeah, so because of needing to do the things that will require the car being driven on the road, that we won't be able to haul it in a trailer like we normally would going out of state. I'm kind of thinking the Turbo 400, since it has the overdrive, would probably be the better transmission in this particular
And they're
thing.
not, and
And they're not
If we
godly expensive.
we can probably go to transmission spot, either exchange ours for a slight price increase and
Yeah.
pay a little.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
probably go to a transmission shop and get, or a speed shop even, that builds transmissions. And they might even have a Turbo 400 that's already built that will meet our
we
specifications.
give them our Turbo 350.
We give them our
we
Turbo
pay-
350 and
pay
some
the
cash,
difference,
and
pay the difference, and
there you go.
You have a Turbo 400, and they can even do the work right there. Yeah,
Yeah. Now,
that we need to be done
on
on it.
the topic of LS motors and automatic transmissions, I have found out in your forced induction situations, because you're standing on the line building and building and building and building pressure on your trans brake, you're also building and building pressure. Well, that pressure is all being built up in your torque converter,
Yeah,
which causes your torque converter to balloon, but not balloon wide ways. It balloons front to back,
that's like
pushing against your crank
Oh no!
and against your transmission pump.
Then you have to have a special torque converter.
So, they make what they call anti-ballooning torque converters for this particular situation. So, tip of advice for you guys: if you are planning on going this route and you are going to do forced induction on your LS motor, doesn't matter if it is turbocharged or supercharged, and you're running an automatic, you do need to get a non-ballooning torque converter. Otherwise, if you do not, it will literally destroy your motor and your transmission like that.
All right, good to know.
So, tip of advice. Now, I think we've covered everything with mine.
Yeah.
Now, let's let Liam, just like on Thursday's video, we'll let Liam go ahead and give you guys a full update on what we will be doing to his car next,
I'm like, oh, I wasn't expecting this.
and the stuff that he is hopefully going to be ordering today.
Yes.
I believe we briefly talked about this either last week or the week before, but this is what he is ordering
Yeah,
today.
I need this kit because it has the EGR pipe and the right plate. You don't have to like.
Yeah.
It has the block off plate. It has everything you need.
Yeah. Now, are you still
all
ordering?
all the bolts and fittings?
Are you still ordering the radiator too, or just this?
I'm also going to get the radiator.
And the training cooler?
Yeah, but well, if you get the
Or
radiator.
or did you find a radiator that?
See, I was just going to get. I was just going to get this.
Oh,
for
okay.
the
Okay, so
transmission.
we're keeping the.
This is for.
Oh, okay. That's the oil cooler.
Yeah, I was just going to get that.
Yeah. So
and-
he's gonna get that, and then the transmission, the
I don't know if I'm
radiator.
going to get this exact one, but something similar to that.
Okay.
That's yeah.
And you're ordering all of this at the same time?
Yeah, pretty much. We're going to have to put it all in at the same time because I don't want
Yes.
to take apart the cooling system more than once.
Yes. So basically, we will be doing a full-on cooling upgrade
Yeah.
Literally, the whole entire cooling system, water pump.
Yeah. But we're reversing the flow of the. We're
Yes.
reversing the flow of the fluid. And we're.
Now, does that also reverse the flow of the fluid in the radiator?
Nope.
Oh,
The hoses.
like do a crossover type thing.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's good. All right. So you don't
I
have
think.
so you don't have to get a special radiator.
Yeah, you don't have to get well, radiators.
Well, reversed flow,
Yeah.
because normally on on normal flow,
No, it doesn't
you
reverse.
feed
It doesn't
you
reverse
feed
it through.
coming in the top,
Yeah, it doesn't
and
reverse
then
it coming through the radiator.
okay, yeah. Okay, that's good. All right, that's good to go. Okay.
That pretty much changes the outlet of the radiator
Yeah.
from being in the front to the back. The pump still pumps the same direction.
Yes.
So you don't have to get you're not reversing the whole system. You're changing the outflow.
Yeah.
Because on the 1.8s and I think the 1.6s too, the engine was originally built to go in sideways into other vehicles like the Mazda 3 and other cars like that.
Yeah.
And when they put them in the Miata, they kept that same flow design, or they changed the outlet of the coolant to come out the front, where the heater used to come out on the side sitting engine. So
Yeah.
it's a little weird, and it causes overheating in the 4-cylinder.
Okay.
So to fix that, you change the outlet to the original outflow.
Okay. So that's going to be good.
Yeah.
Now, I was curious because we were having this conversation the other day, and you were saying after the cooling stuff, you were debating on your next big purchase, either being your coilovers or your transmission.
Yeah.
But I'm also curious, would your body kit be cheaper?
Body kit be cheaper? No,
The body kit's not cheaper than any of those two
I
things.
don't think so. But if I get the body kit, I have to get the wheels and tires also, and that's
Then,
another
well,
expense.
Oh, so you're
Because you're doing- I'm doing a wide
This is true.
I'm doing a wide body, so if I
But-
change the body, I have to change the wheels and tires to make it look right, or I look like a freaking idiot.
Yeah, you start a new trend. No, I'm kidding.
No,
Have you found the exact wheels and tires
I
yet?
haven't
You
even-
want to run?
No, I just know a body kit. I haven't
Okay.
really done any research on wheels
And you
and
know
tires.
what color you're going with on the car.
Because I figured that was so way down the road that I wasn't too curious about it.
Yeah.
I know what?
You know what color you're going with the car. You're having it wrapped
I'm having-
in a flat black.
Wrapped in a flat black.
Basically, he's murdering it out.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. He's murdering out the void.
Yeah. Pretty much just gonna have them put it right over whatever paint job I have at the same
Yep,
at the
just
time.
everything there, just wrap it flat black, wrap
Yeah,
it.
as long as I won't-
Antenna, wrap it.
Have them fix what will interfere with the wrap, make a bubble or anything like
Yeah.
that. And after that, they just wrap the damn thing.
Yep. Where mine, I'm actually painting mine, but yeah.
Just flat works better with a wrap.
This is true.
Flat colors look better with a wrap. Work better with a wrap.
Than they do in paint.
Do they do in paint? Because
And they can be a bitch to clean,
yeah.
but you don't have to worry about waxing them and all that.
Plus, you can layer vinyl on top of each other,
Mm-hmm.
so I can change stuff real quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also pull the vinyl actually off with a heat gun and then have just a whole other color change if you ever
Yeah.
want to, with some
I can change
graphics put in it or something.
Yeah, it's probably gonna have some racing stickers and graphics on it eventually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep it
Somewhat low key for right now.
So much low key. I still want it to be a street
Yeah.
car and stuff like that. I might never even put any vinyls.
No.
Now, when I go to an event or do some advertising, I might have some.
Yeah,
I might have some
because
vinyls on it just for
there
that
are
reason.
some YouTubers that do down the road start picking up some
Sponsors.
sponsors and shit. And if that's the case, then
I'm just gonna have to.
We're gonna have to both bite the bullet because I don't want to put stickers on the outside of DarkSyn at all.
Yeah.
But
well, we could like with vinyl.
we can put
Like
them on
I'm
the
saying,
windows.
we can do them temporarily,
Yes.
or have them at the top of our window.
Or we can do freaking magnet back.
Yeah.
Because if you do magnet back ones, you can stick them on and take them off.
Yes, as long as we have metal parts.
Well, yeah.
On our car, that's
Which most of my car is still going to be metal. The
I think
quarter
my
panels
doors.
will be.
I think my doors won't change.
My quarter panels and my roof will still be metal.
And parts, maybe my fenders. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change that
my
too.
whole front end's going to be fiberglass. My doors are going to be fiberglass.
I'm changing everything too. It's pretty much just my fenders and my doors are the only things.
It's
gonna be metal
with
at some
mine.
point.
Mine, yeah, it's the quarter panels and the roof are basically all the metal I'm going to have to stick magnets to. Just have to pile them up, I guess. And just sponsors.
Or like you said, we can put them on the glass.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Top of the window.
Yeah, top of the window or top of back window or whatever. But yeah, we can do
Just
stuff
have
like
them on
that.
there temporarily just for an event or two and take them off.
Our question box, what everybody says, it's quiet, too quiet.
Yeah. They're trying to be funny.
Yeah. But,
coming up on an hour.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. It's all going to happen recently.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we get the engine back together and sold, we'll start shopping for
The new
LS.
motor. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically the plan there is as soon as the 350 is completely back together and repainted and all that, it's instantly going up for sale on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace and anywhere else I can find to put it. And then once it sells, that money goes to buying the new LS motor, and then whatever money we might have left over after that purchase will go into the new parts for that motor, including returning the other parts that I've already bought, and those will also go toward
the cam.
Yeah, the cam and stuff like
cam
that.
and turbos.
Yeah, because the cam isn't cheap. Turbos, yeah. Still got to get turbo headers and yeah. But the also purpose of deciding to go this route was I decided that cost efficiency, time, and reliability. Now, yeah, I love the old 350s, and yeah, I was basically building it just to see what it would do, how
on a twin turbo system.
Yeah, like how far I would really be able to push it. But then I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, with the things and events and all that we're wanting to partake in, I'm like, the 350 is just not adequate for what we're going to be doing and all the driving. And I want, for a fast motor, I want reliability as well. So I just decided, cost efficiency, cheaper, gets the car running faster. And everything's a win-win on the switching to the LS instead of building the 350. The 350, the parts are more expensive. It's going to take longer to get those parts, where going this route, it's going to speed up the process again.
Yeah.
So
we needed a jump start.
Yeah, we needed the jump start. As you guys know, we haven't worked on DarkSyn in well over a month.
Yeah.
So
except for the brakes.
Except for the brakes the other day.
That's really just taking a wheel off and putting it back on.
Yeah. So we needed the jump start as well. So that's also plays some role in why I decided to go ahead and just say screw it. there's nothing wrong with the 350. I've got the new bearings coming. I've already got a gasket set for it. I got all the paint to repaint it.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be a nice motor.
Yeah, I'm putting all the new parts back in it that were in it when we took it apart. So it's gonna have the new cam and lifters going back in it, the gear drives going back in it, the brand new Mallory HEI billet distributor is gonna go back in it. The G-body headers will go back on it.
Yeah.
So any of you G-body fans looking for a nice rebuild 350 with a mild cam and stuff in it, send us freaking messages and shit.
Yeah.
Leave us comments in our comment boxes on YouTube or whatever, or talk to us in the questions on here. The whole build's going to be covered, so you guys will see literally what this motor has in it, and that it's going to be a good motor for anybody to put in,
Yeah.
you know, their daily, a truck, you know, a weekend race car, whatever.
Yeah. Somebody will need an engine with a little more power
Yeah.
for like a truck that they just use on a farm or something like that.
Yeah. And yeah, we're gonna clean up all the parts before we put it back together. I'll finish cleaning all the carbon and stuff off the pistons and all that, and we'll check out all the rings and make sure they're all good.
Yeah.
And if they all look fine, then we'll go ahead and reuse them, because they were working fine before. There wasn't any leakage, blow by,
Yeah.
nothing. So
You should be able to just throw the.
hopefully we should be able to just throw them back in and they'll be okay. I mean,
I don't know if you want to check the gap on them or not, or anything like that.
well, I'm gonna. That's part of.
We'll do some test.
I'm gonna do
probably just check the gap on a few of them. If it seems like it's looking okay, we
we'll
won't
run
need to gap.
with it.
We won't need to gap the rings. Or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Otherwise, I can go down to the parts store and buy a set of just factory stock bore rings for it, and
Yeah, pre-gapped. And
yeah,
everything.
I am gonna do a real quick ball hone of the cylinders,
Yeah,
just to
clean them up a little
clean them up and give some good cross hash for the rings to seal to.
bit. Yeah.
So we will be doing that, so we'll be okay in that department. So with reusing the stock rings, by honing the cylinders, it's gonna help with the reseal and all that. So
Yeah.
I do wish we had a way to do like a startup, like, you know, if we had like a startup stand
We have an
that,
engine stand. Yeah.
that I could like just do a like the easiest of easy freaking rig up, you know, just to
Yeah.
fire it off and say, look, it even runs, guys, check it out, you know. But I've seen people start them on the engine stands before. It's a little sketchy because they
Yeah.
want to do this shit. When you rev them up, they're fine at idle, but when you go and crack the throttle,
We have-
they want to.
If we had the time and extra money, we could build one. We could build a test stand, but that's a little.
They sell these. Me and Eric, my friend in California, had one, and we thought about turning it into a break-in stand. Summit makes these 4 coaster stands, like they call them block stands. It literally mounts to where your motor mounts would on the side of the block, and then they got mounts that mount to the back of the motor where the transmission bell housing mounts, and they're like $64.
Oh, okay.
So
Just take the wheels off.
yeah, me and Eric had one, and we actually thought about trying to turn it into like a quick fire up stand,
Yeah.
because it was sturdy enough. It had 4 points of contact,
Hmm.
and it was a nice wide square base.
Yeah. Just take the wheels off. Use some square pipe and make some
don't-
stability things and
Yeah, you don't have to mount it to the floor.
no, just
It just has to be wide enough to handle
Yeah.
the jerking of the motor when you're revving it up.
it'd be easy to bolt it to the floor too if you really wanted.
Well,
to.
yeah.
But anyway,
So
That's
that
pretty
that,
much-
that could be a thought. I might
yeah, we're exactly
I
at an
might
hour.
try to rig something up like that and see if we can
Yeah, if we can do it cheaply, we'll think about it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be it for our
Yep.
thing today. Sorry,
so-
I just went.
Duh.
Yeah. My brain
Anyway,
just went a little
check
burp.
if you haven't yet. Check out our YouTube. Check out our social media. It's all below us.
Yes.
Don't below us. Or
Yeah.
no.
Don't blow us.
It's
that was
below.
good.
Scroll down and
Yeah,
there's links below to our YouTube.
To our YouTube
And
and
social
Twitch,
media. Please click on
and-
those.
Yeah.
Please follow, subscribe, like, ring the bell on YouTube.
We post new videos on YouTube every Monday and Wednesday. So please go over and watch those. If you're not familiar with the channel, the name, even though it's in the description below, I will go ahead and say it anyway. It is Big D's and Liam's Custom Garage on YouTube.
Yep. All right.
So we will see you guys next Saturday and hopefully have some more exciting things to talk about. So I'm Big D
I'm Liam.
and we're out.